This is future Katharine, editing Katharine. I just wanted to let you know that I am posting this a year after my trip to Florida during Christmas. This was Christmas of 2023, and I am posting this during the Christmas season of 2024. I wasn't able to post it last year because I had some technical issues with my laptop, where the processing speed and the storage on my laptop just did not let me post or make or export YouTube videos. So I'm posting it this year with my new laptop. So please enjoy my Christmas vacation to Florida with my family. Now, enjoy the video. Officially made it to Tampa, Florida. I'm so excited. I'm just waiting for my parents to come pick me up, but just really pumped to be here. I also just realized that I have no idea what car I'm looking for my parents. I'm expecting to see like my mom or my dad's car from back home in Boston, but that's not what they're driving here, obviously, so I don't even know what car to look for when they come and get me. We'll see, I guess. They'll be beeping a lot, I'm sure. Time to go to bed. So as you could probably tell, I have made it to my parents' house. So I flew into Tampa International Airport, and they don't live in Tampa, the city, but a little bit outside of it. It's a small town called Gulfport, Florida. It's about a 25-minute drive south of Tampa, and it's more near St. Petersburg, if you're familiar. And I am so excited to be here. It's my first time being at their house down here. They live mainly back up in Massachusetts where I am, but they recently bought this little house to be closer to my two older brothers who live down here, and they have my parents' grandkids, and my parents wanted to be closer to their grandkids, so that's why they bought it here, and they've always loved Florida, so that's the reason why they bought this. It's like a little like 1 floor, 1 story, 2-bedroom house. I'm not gonna show you it now because it's really dark out. It is currently almost midnight, and you can probably hear my voice. I'm so tired. But I just want to let you know that I am here. I'm about to take off my makeup, but I will show you the house once it is lighter out, when it's daytime, not when it's dark out and midnight. But yeah, that's what the deal is right now. I'm gonna take off my makeup and get in my pajamas and go to bed because I'm literally so tired. I worked a full day today at work, and then took an Uber from my work to the airport, and then now I'm here. I've been up since like 4:30 this morning to get ready for work, and then did a full day at work, and then flew here, which is like a 3-hour flight, I would say. And so I'm just really tired. We drove through like the little downtown area in Gulfport, and that was really, really fun. I took some videos of that, as you probably can see, and I had a really fun time just getting here, and I can't wait to be here for the next few days / week. So I'll bring you along on all the adventures, but for now, I'm gonna take off this makeup and get into my pajamas and go to bed because I am exhausted. My voice is shot and I need to go to sleep because I'm a grandma and my bedtime is normally at like 8:30 or 9. So let's get this makeup off and get in the pajamas and go to bed. All right, good night. See you tomorrow. So as you can see, I'm officially in Florida. I flew in last night really late, and my brother Thomas, he's my younger brother, and his girlfriend are flying in this morning from Boston as well. And so they're gonna be here for a few days, but I'm staying a little bit longer than they are. My mom had a great idea of spending Christmas together here in Florida. As I mentioned before, two of my other brothers also live down here. One is in a town right outside of Tampa called Brandon. It's more inland. And then my other brother lives in Alabama, and they're older than me. But we'll see if they'll be joining us. I really don't know. They're a lot older than me. They're 11 and 13 or 12 and 14 years older than me. I can't do math. I'm 27 and they're 39 and 41, so you can do the math. I can't do the math. But I woke up super early this morning, like for some reason, like for one, my brain just automatically wakes up really early anyway. Like I'm such a morning person. And no matter what, even when I was a kid, like I automatically woke up at like 7 every morning, if not earlier. And then secondly, I think my body is also just trained to waking up early as well. I have to wake up super early for work, around like 5, sometimes 4:30 for work. And then thirdly, I'm just not in my own bed, so I think that's also a reason why I woke up super early. I am really weird for some reason and can only really sleep my best when I'm in my own bed. I think that's with a lot of people though. So I'm just out here drinking my coffee. I don't know if I'm supposed to be having breakfast right now because my mom is still getting out of bed. My dad is out and getting ready for the day, but my mom is still in bed, so I don't know what she has planned for us today, especially with my brother coming in. So we'll see what today brings. I came here not really knowing exactly what we were doing. My mom mentioned that she wanted to take us to breakfast one day, and then we're going to a Christmas Eve service on Christmas Eve, obviously, I think at night, because for those who don't know, I go to this church called Great Rock Church in Danvers, Massachusetts, and one of the pastors actually moved down here and started his own church, so we're gonna go to his church for Christmas Eve. I know that tomorrow, Saturday, we're going to Busch Gardens, so that'll be fun. I think I've been there once before. I don't know if it was the Tampa Bay one that we went to. I know there's multiple locations, but I remember going when I was like in elementary school, and I loved it because growing up, I was one of those kids who would drag their dads onto the roller coasters with them because I love and still love roller coasters. I'm an adrenaline junkie. Like my number one bucket list item is to go skydiving. So if any of you want to join me, come and join me skydiving, because I definitely want to do it with someone, just in case anything happens, God forbid. But I'm excited for that. Like there's some things that we have like planned or scheduled, But like apart from like Busch Gardens and like the Christmas Eve service, like we don't really have anything like written down in stone, planned out, if that makes sense. So I'm excited to just discover this area. I really want to have some like me time. I'm the type of person where like I'm extroverted to an extent. Like I did like to describe myself as an extroverted introvert, because like I love being around people like during the day, and I love doing things and going places and being around people and just doing fun things overall. But at the end of the day, like I like my alone time, and that's how I recharge. I like to call it my me time, so I'm hoping I can get at least some of that done here. Like my parents have these bikes in the garage, and I'm hoping I can take one of those out like a morning or afternoon and go to the downtown area. We drove through there last night, as you saw, and saw some of the shops and the lights and things. And I want to just go down there, maybe go to the beach, bring my book. But yeah, I'm excited to see if I can get some like alone time and stuff like that, and just explore around. It's a pretty safe area. It's not like a city, it's a very much small town. Think of like Stars Hollow, but like Florida version on the beach. It's very artsy downtown, and they have these cute little like shops and coffee shops and stuff like that. But anyway, I don't think I mentioned this before. Maybe I have. I have a lot of blonde moments. You'll notice that throughout my time filming more, is that I have a lot of blonde moments. So I don't know if I say things or don't say things, or I don't like to say that I'm stupid, because that's kind of harsh on myself, but I definitely have blonde moments. So sometimes this also sounds harsh, I'm not forgetful, but I sometimes can be. My mind is very selective of what it remembers and doesn't remember. But what I wanted to say is that my parents bought this because my two older brothers, as I mentioned before, live down here in this general area, and so they wanted to be closer to their grandkids, because I have 7 nieces and nephews. So they come down here sporadically. They don't come down here full time, or even like as snowbirds, as you would call it. They don't come down here for months and months at a time. They'll come down here maybe for like 2 weeks at a time, 1 week at a time. I think the longest they've ever been down here is like 3 weeks, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. But that's like when they first bought the house, and they wanted to make sure they got their furniture and did landscaping and got everything properly moved in. So that's that. But we all decided to just come down here for Christmas, which is nice to escape the New England winter. Right now it's kind of cold. When I was leaving yesterday night, it was like 30 degrees, and although that's not as cold as it can get, it's still cold. It's below freezing, so I was happy to come here. It wasn't snowing, and I think we got snow before I flew down here, but it didn't stick, or at least not for a long time. And I'm just glad and happy to be here right now. It's currently like in the 60s right now, which isn't too bad, but it's honestly not what I expected, because I brought some bathing suits and I wanted to go to the beach, but we'll see. I might just go in my bathing suit and jump in and jump out and not stay at the beach, because although it's not like freezing like it is back in Massachusetts, it's certainly not like 80s beach weather. I am the type of person where I have to have at least like 75 in order to go to the beach, because for those who don't know, I used to live in Florida, a few different parts of Florida. I used to live here in the Tampa area with my brother in Brandon, Florida, for one summer, just for like a few months during summer break, to do an internship with a wedding planning company in Tampa. And then I lived in the Orlando area because I used to work for Disney World a few times. And then I also lived in Boca Raton, Florida, because that's where I went to college at Lynn University. Go Knights. It's a really small university, but I loved it and I'm glad I went there. But yeah, that's all I have to say, I think. So cheers. I'll see you real soon. Bye. I just switched to my GoPro and my mom and I are gonna go take the bikes out. I am so excited. I'm gonna try to attempt to put this GoPro on the bike so you can see us. But wish me luck. This is my first time using this GoPro and any of the attachments, so here we go.
On this booze cruise we're going on.
It's gonna be a good time.
Right, yes. We're going on like this booze cruise thing. It's gonna be so much fun.
Let me give a little intro video.
Okay,
recording. Alright, YouTube, back at it again with the family. Yeah, doing it crazy. Look at the view. Look at it. It's nice. All right. So update on the day is we're heading to the booze cruise. Gonna cruise and booze. All right.
It's actually called a shell cruise.
The shell cruise.
Shell cruise with shellfish.
No, shells like you pick
She
up.
sells seashells by the seashore.
Right. And right here they usually
This is called Coria.
and then
Sup, YouTube? We're back at it again. We're doing it major.
So the boat that we're on just pulled up to this like little tiny island, apparently where there's a lot of shells. And my mom got us all these Christmas pajamas. Me, my brother, and his girlfriend are reindeer, and my mom and dad are Santa and Mrs. Claus. So we did some videos and we're taking some pictures too, and it's just a fun time to be together. But now I'm gonna go try to look for some shells and hopefully find some. But after that we're gonna head back to the mainland Florida, St. Petersburg area. Okay, bye. See you later. I took off my reindeer costume and my shorts that I have on under this, and I jumped into the water and it felt so nice. The beaches are so awesome here on the west coast of Florida. The sands are so white, the water is so warm, it literally feels like a bath. So it felt great to jump in December, because God forbid if I did that in Massachusetts, I would be freezing my butt off and probably have hypothermia. What are we doing, Dad?
What are we doing?
Yes.
We're shelling. See the shells? collecting shells on this shell beach.
Nice. What did you just find?
Seahorse.
Oh my
How
gosh.
awesome is that?
Are you shitting me?
No.
A real live seahorse?
Yeah. Well,
All right.
it's not live.
Well, let me touch it. Is it like
Don't break them.
Okay, don't put any more things in your bag. Are you kidding me? A seahorse.
Say hi.
Hi.
So we're heading on the tram right now to Busch Gardens, and I was just saying to my brother and his girlfriend that I look like a total tourist right now with my camera, but I don't care anymore. I'm having fun doing this. Alright, you guys.
Busch Gardens with the Busch Lion. We're gonna do a major, gonna do it big today. No little league stuff, no minor league stuff. This is what we're doing.
Busch Gardens, we're ready! Woo! So I'm here in Busch Gardens with my family, as you just saw. I have my brother, his girlfriend, and my mom and dad here, obviously. And we just got in here. I'm just waiting for them to come out of the bathroom. I don't need to go, but we're gonna ride some rides and have some fun. I have you propped up on a trash can right now because that's the only thing I can prop this camera up on right now, but I probably won't be talking too much in this video, just having some fun with my family, so I hope you don't mind that. Just enjoy some B-roll type content for this video because I'm just going to be having some fun. Okay, enjoy! See you soon. Here I go!
Keeping your hands, arms, and
We just went on this ride called Tigress, and it was so fast that I didn't even film. Wasn't it crazy, guys?
Unbelievable.
My favorite one.
Best one.
It was the best one, but it was crazy. I didn't even film on it because it was so crazy.
It was more of the like movement and flow instead of the jerking.
Yeah, that's so true. So my brother and his girlfriend just left. They were only here for a really short time in Florida, so they just left, and I'm on my way to find my parents here in Busch Gardens. It's a little confusing. It's not like Disney. I know Disney like the back of my hand because I used to work there, both in Disneyland and Disney World. But Busch Gardens, I have no way to get around. No idea how to get around. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna try to go find them and catch up with them and hopefully have a good day. Good rest of the day here at Busch Gardens. Literally the love of my life right here. Chick-fil-A. Could eat there for breakfast, lunch, and dinner if I could. Every single day. I found the parents. Mom, what did you get me as a gift? It's a baby flamingo! Take her out, fully. Christmas Eve. I am here at my parents' house, obviously, as you knew. I am about to take my mom's pink bike out to the downtown area, and they have a little beach there as well. I just love my parents' house. It is literally so adorable. They have it all decorated for Christmas, hence the nativity scene. And let's go on this little adventure together. So I just made it to the downtown Gulfport area. They have this like cute little main street with a bunch of like shops and things, and the beach is actually directly ahead of me, and I'm about to go there. But I also wanted to stop in some of the shops here too, because I want something that says like Gulfport on it. I think that is super cute but also touristy at the same time, so I want to get that before I head back and before I get to the beach, because even though it's pretty warm by New England standards, it's in like the high 60s, low 70s, so definitely beach weather for this New England girl, but it's still got a little bit of a chilly breeze, so I wanted maybe to get like a Gulfport like sweatshirt or something like that. Not even a sweatshirt, maybe like just like a light long sleeve. So we'll see what I find. I know that I at least want something that says Gulfport on it, so let's go find something. So as you can see, I just made it to the beach, and I went to the cutest little shop downtown. I mean, it was super touristy, but I had to get something that said Gulfport on it, so I got this light long sleeve shirt. It's tie-dye. It says Gulfport like literally right on the front, and it's so touristy and cheesy, but I love it, and it's tie-dye. Like, why couldn't I just buy this and not feel bad about it? But just look at it. So Florida. And for those who don't know, I have lost over 100 pounds. So this is like my first time in a bikini in like years. I don't even remember the last time I was in a bikini, and I actually like kind of feel comfortable in this. Like, I mean, of course I'm feeling a little bit insecure, but like for the most part I'm feeling pretty comfortable. I mean, I have some loose skin and stretch marks and stuff like that, so I'm a little bit self-conscious about that, but apart from that, like, I'm okay at the weight that I am right now, so that's a big step for me, just being in this bikini right now. So that's why I'm wearing it, because this is just it's such a big moment for me. So yeah, let's just enjoy the beach. I brought my Kindle with me and I might read, so let's do it. Oh, and I forgot to mention, there was this guy who was working at the shop, and he told me that on Tuesday, the day that I leave actually, in the morning, they have a market on the main street in the downtown area, and I might actually go to that because my flight doesn't leave until the nighttime. So I think I might go, because I cannot turn down a good market or farmer's market. I don't know if it's a farmer's market or just like booths of different vendors, but I might go check that out because I cannot turn that down. So I just made it back home and I heated up some lunch. I know this doesn't look like the most appetizing thing ever, but as I mentioned before, I've lost about 100 pounds, and one of the things that's helped me most, especially in this last leg of losing weight, I'm trying to lose another like 10 or so more pounds, is these frozen meals called Real Good. They're not like normal frozen foods, like Smart Ones or Healthy Choice, where it's like full of sodium and not clean stuff like chemicals and things. Real Good is like all clean ingredients. They will have on the ingredients label like legitimate food, not just like all of this preservative stuff. That's what makes them different, and that's why I eat them. Otherwise, I wouldn't be eating frozen meals. I usually try to stick to the whole foods. But let me show you the box. This is a really good option so that you can just heat it up. This is not sponsored, by the way. I'm eating the lasagna one right now, and it's pretty good. It's 25 grams of protein, only 4 grams of net carbs, and 260 calories. And I know that for me, I'm not gonna be eating these for a long period of time. I'm only eating these until I get down to my goal weight. And then once I get down to my goal weight, that's when I'm gonna be eating like more calories, because that's when I'll be wanting to maintain my weight. This right now is just helping me get into a calorie deficit. But I'm gonna eat my lunch. I just did some laundry, and then my parents said that they wanted to take us, well, they wanted to take me out. All of us are going out. That's what I'm trying to say. Because they wanted to show me the area a little bit and just drive around. And then we're going to a Christmas Eve service tonight. One of my pastors that used to pastor at a church I go up in, or I still go to up in Massachusetts, called Great Rock Church. And he left and started his own church down here in Venice, Florida. And that's about, what is it, Dad? Like an hour and a half?
Yeah, about an hour.
About an hour south of where my parents are here in Gulfport. So we're gonna go down to the Christmas Eve service at 5 p.m. Later on tonight. But I'll catch y'all real soon. We found the cutest little market on the side of the road. It's so cute. So I just stopped at this cute little booth because I saw that she was selling jewelry, and I've always wanted a good cross necklace. I've gotten cross necklaces before, but they've always been like the cheap kind that turns my skin green. But I saw her stuff and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. And she had a cross necklace. And then she also had this other like rose flower necklace, and I just had to get both. And she gave me a really great deal. It was amazing. So go check her out. I have her business card right here. It's Dolly and Gala. Go check her out. She has amazing stuff. Say hi!
Oh. Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas! Cheers, Mom. Cheers. Just spending some time here at the beach. What beach is this called, Mom?
Sunset Beach.
Sunset Beach.
Sunset Beach, drinking our margaritas before we head off to church.
So funny. We're getting margaritas before church. Let's go.
Ready for church. Here we go.
Looking for the Messiah. That was the point of this story that I'm going to get to in Matthew chapter 2. Just like now, we should be looking to Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith. Right? Looking to Jesus, not looking to the world, not looking toward your politicians, not looking toward whatever economic advantage you can have, or whatever it is that your 401k can do for you, or whatever it is your next thrill and cheer is going to be, but it's really looking to Christ. That's how you get your mind and your soul and your life back on track, is always looking to Jesus. It's that simple. It cannot be any simpler than that, right?
Good morning, everyone. Merry Christmas. I hope you all have a great Christmas. It's probably after Christmas when you're watching this, but also Happy New Year. If the new year has already passed, I hope you have a great year. This past year for me has been super rough. I hope 2024 is a lot different. I can probably talk more about what I've been through in the past year at a later date. It's a little bit too raw for me to talk about it right now. I would probably start crying. But anyway, I just hope you all have a Merry Christmas and a great New Year. I'm just here drinking my coffee and I just had my breakfast. I'm sorry about the lighting in here. It is like not the greatest. It's making me look very yellow, but this is what we get for being early in the morning, and also it's raining out. Typical Florida. But anyways, it's super dark out, and without it being super into the day, it's still morning. It just doesn't give great lighting right now. But anyway, I'm gonna drink my coffee. I don't have much planned today with my parents being here. I gave them a gift card to go get breakfast in the downtown area here. It's called Stella's, if you're familiar. If you're not familiar and you're ever in Gulfport, Florida, definitely go check Stella's out. It's a really cute breakfast place here. And then I also got them 2 separate gifts. My dad loves when I make these desserts. I don't know if that's what you would even call them, but I eat them as a dessert. They're dates, like the fruit dates. And I put almond butter or peanut butter in it. And then I cover it in melting chocolate, and then it hardens. Then I usually put like some sort of like crushed nut on top, like walnuts or pecans or something. And they're so good. My dad literally goes savage eating those whenever I make them. They literally taste like a healthier Snickers bar. That's like the easiest thing I could compare it to. And then I made my mom this like salad topping, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm describing that correctly or if that's the correct terminology for it. But basically, like whenever I make salads, she also goes savage over when I make this salad topper. It's basically like those like oat bran stick things. I don't know how to describe them. I'll maybe put a picture here so that it can easily describe what I'm talking about. And then I'll put like either pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds in it, unsalted. And then I'll put like some sort of like dried fruit in it, like pineapple or dried cranberries or mangoes, something like that, just to make it a little bit sweet. So it has like the crunchiness from like the seeds and the oat bran stick things, and then it also has like the sweetness of like the dried fruit. So I usually, what I'll do when I make salads is obviously put down the lettuce, put the salad topping on top with either some sort of like feta or like goat cheese or blue cheese, and then some sort of protein like salmon or chicken or hard-boiled eggs. And that's how you make a great salad. And then but that's what I got them. The gift card was given to them via text Like I bought the gift card online through my phone, and I basically just put in their phone number and had it be delivered like today on Christmas at like 7 in the morning or something like that. So I got to choose like for it to be delivered on Christmas morning, which is nice. And then I'm gonna give them their food presents when I get back home because I couldn't bring it here. But yeah, Merry Christmas. So I'm dressed. I've made this bed. Well, it's not a legitimate bed. It's a pull-out couch. But I just feel so good whenever I get dressed and make my bed. If I don't do anything during the day, if I just get dressed and make my bed, I feel put together. And since we aren't really doing anything today, because first of all, it's Christmas, and I feel like the majority of people on Christmas, it's a pretty chill day and they don't have anything planned. And secondly, it's raining out. So that's very typical Florida. I feel like it's always raining here. And thirdly, there's nothing open, obviously, because it is Christmas. So we're just going to take it easy today. But let me see if my mom will do a little house tour for us today, because I promised you that I'd show this house to you guys. But I don't feel right doing it because it's not really my house, it's my parents' house. So let me go ask her and see if she'll do that. Do you want to do like a little house tour today?
Of course.
For the YouTube?
Of course. And then I have pink. What do you call them things?
Pink what?
Umbrellas.
Pink umbrellas?
Yeah, did you see them outside?
Yeah, the flamingo ones?
Yeah, that'd be cute to like splash in the rain.
Yeah.
Like make a cute little rain.
What are you doing right now?
Right now I'm getting this friggin' turkey breast ready. See it? Turkey breast. It's a flamingo. It's a flamingo.
Just for precautionary measures, that's not actually a flamingo.
Pigeon.
Not a pigeon either.
Possum.
Not a possum either.
Alligator.
Not an alligator either.
Good morning, Merry Christmas. Welcome to Gulfport. Come along for a tour. Come on in. You don't need much to live in Florida. Beach and surf in a tiny little cottage. That's all you need. Put your bags down and off to the beach we go. Hard work pays off. Nothing comes easy in life. This is the living room. The reason, right there. Little bedroom. Always the sunshine, even on a rainy day. Humble abode.
Abode.
Oh.
Abode.
Oh. In a teeny little office / bedroom. Mike, say hello.
Hello.
And this is where we sing in the rain. Sing in the rain. This is Jack. This is for toasty weather. Merry Christmas.
Mom, you didn't have to get this for me.
I got that when you left. I told the girl that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
She made that beautiful mushroom show.
My mom got this for me at a craft fair, and I said I really wanted it, and then I told her not to get it, but she got it anyway.
I love it. And it came through to me. Isn't it cute?
Grab my Kindle and I'm going to read. Right now, my parents went to a Catholic mass, and I grew up Catholic, but I don't really say that I'm Catholic now. I really am just a Christian. I go to a non-denominational church in Massachusetts, and I just don't feel the need to go into Mass anymore. But they're there right now, and then I'm just gonna read my book. So yesterday I was reading on the beach as well. I'm reading People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. I'm currently on page 127. It says I'm about 34% of the way through this book on my Kindle. And I kid you not, it's taken me so long to get through this book. I started this in summer of 2022 and it's now December of 2023. It's the kind of book where like I've been just picking it up while I'm at the beach, or if I'm on a plane ride, or if I'm on vacation, I'll pick it up. I would say that I'm a pretty decent reader. I, of course, follow all the BookTube and Bookstagram and Book Talk people. Some of my favorite people to watch or follow or subscribe to is Steph Moore, Destiny Sidwell, I think that's how you pronounce her name, Sarah Caroli. There's a few others that I follow too that I love to just watch and see what they're up to reading wise. A lot of people are big fans of Emily Henry, but one of the reasons why I've been so hesitant about picking this up and it's been taking me so long to read is because I just don't like the writing style of her book. A lot of people have said that about her too. They either love her or they hate her. And I might just be the one that hates her writing style. I wouldn't say hate, that's a strong word, but I just don't really enjoy it as some other people do. It's a rom-com-y book, and I'm not really big into like rom-com type books. I want books to have depth to it. I don't mind reading the occasional rom-com to just, you know, have it feel light and fluffy if I just read something super deep, or if I just don't want to think while I'm reading. But I want at least like some substance to books. I don't want the books just to be all sunshines and rainbows and butterflies. And I want the books to be somewhat realistic. Of course, if it's a fantasy, I don't expect it to be realistic, but like at least have some sort of depth or like plot line to it. But yeah, I'm just gonna try to get through this book. Like I said, I'm about 34% through this book on page 127. So that's technically chapter 13. So I'm gonna try to knock out some chapters here and hopefully I can make a dent through this book, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, my dress. The wind and rain here, it's no joke here in Florida. But let me get through this book. This weather of Florida with the humidity is doing nothing for my hair. I straightened it, but now it just looks like this thick lion's mane. I need help. I'm sorry if the fan is loud. My mom is still cooking the turkey, chicken, whatever that is in the stove, and she's still at church with my dad. But she told me to check on the squash and it looks done from what I can tell. So I took it out of the oven and I'm going to make myself a drink. I looked in my parents' fridge and I found these pina colada shooters. I'm going to put 2 in there, it's going to be strong. And I also found this Arizona iced tea. Hopefully those 2 will go good together. We'll see. I doubt it will be good. Oh, well, what am I talking about? I doubt it will be good. I doubt that it will be bad. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, who doesn't like pina colada and iced tea? And I feel like those would go well together. So I got my little pineapple cup that my mom has. I'm gonna put it in here. here's my drink. It looks pretty good. It is Arizona iced tea and those 2 pina colada shots. So let's see how it tastes. That's actually really, really good. Cheers, everyone. Merry Christmas! While I'm drinking this, I think I'm gonna get a head start on helping with my mom's dinner plans here. I'm gonna make the stuffing and then heat up the vegetables, the canned vegetables. We're fancy here, okay? We do everything gourmet. Just kidding. It's just the 3 of us, so it's like, make it easy and simple. That's all that matters. As long as we're together, having a good time, that's the most important. We're celebrating Jesus' birth, and that's the greatest gift of all. He came as a baby, grew up, died and suffered on the cross for us to take away our sins, and that's all I could ask for. If I had nothing else, if I didn't have this awesome Florida house that my parents have to come visit to, if I didn't have a supportive family, and if I didn't have money to support myself, then at least I would still have Jesus, and that's the greatest gift of all. All I need is Him.
So what is this place, Mom and Dad?
Jungle Prada.
This is like
Jungle
a very,
Prada.
very, very old, historic. Somebody discovered it. It's right there on that sign over there, but I'm not quite sure what it says. What can you see here? Can you leave my window open?
Peacocks.
I'm gonna stay here. I'm not going
You
in.
ever stay there? No.
Going to find some peacocks.
Do indicate possible contact with a later 1567 expedition of Pedro Menendez.
Dad! Look, look, look!
Oh my goodness, hi! How are you, peacock person? Animal, bird. So it's a park.
Well, I think that was just a short little trip from us here. Because it is Christmas Day, the main part of it that you can go into is closed. My hair right now. But we just walked some of the pathways outside of the main entrance to see if we could find any of the peacocks. There was one roaming around the paths that you saw, but most of them are still in that main section. You can see them like over the fence, but they're just wanting to stay in there, I think, because they feel safe. We're going to look at some Christmas lights now that we're back at the house. We're going to take a little walk around the neighborhood. Right, Mom? Cheers!
She thinks I'm crazy.
You got a picture, Dad?
Yeah.
That's definitely an owl. Come with me as I go to the Tuesday market here in Gulfport. I'm so excited. got this oat milk latte from Golf Perk in Gulfport. That was really hard to say, bit of a tongue twister, but it has some English toffee flavoring, and I'm really excited to try this. It was one of their seasonal specialties. And then I'm off to the airport right now with my parents. They're waiting for me in the truck to drive me there. I'm so sad that I'm leaving. I don't want to leave. I want to come back again. Maybe this will inspire me to move here. Who knows? I don't know. But the breakfast that I just had too was super good at Stella's. I got this like specialty avocado toast with like chorizo on top and egg. So delicious. But here I go off to the airport now. Let me try this latte first. Ooh, that's really good. It's like Christmas in a cup. Y'all have no idea what I had to do to get here. I got here 45 minutes after I wanted to get here. I usually like getting here like a strip at least 2 hours before my flight. But for some reason, my parents like to run late, and I got here 45 minutes after the 2-hour mark. So I was like rushing to this monorail thing that brings us over to the terminal. And then I had to go through TSA pre-check. Thank God I had TSA pre-check because I don't know if I would have made it to my flight. My flight literally boards in like 15 minutes, and I literally just got here. But thank God I got here. I always have such nightmares about being late to my flight. You have no idea.